Good Thursday morning, East Tennessee. My name is David Aldridge, Chief Meteorologist of Captain Accurate Weather, coming to you by way of the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. Last I checked, I'm running about 10 minutes late. I had to reboot a computer, so my apologies to you for those of you that tune in exactly at 6:40 every morning. But there are things that look pretty dry here. There's still a big national story, as you know, with Idalia still rolling across parts of the Carolinas, mainly North Carolina. But the ultimate Doppler radar presented by Insta-Dry, waterproof your basement, crawl space encapsulation, and foundation repair. Instadry.com, a great resource to have here, and they're locally owned and operated. Nothing to see in Tennessee today in terms of rain. In fact, it feels really nice. In fact, the temperatures have dropped in the low to mid 60s around the valley, but there is a little bugaboo. Look at that storm across the Outer Banks of North Carolina. That's what's left of Idalia. There's still some rain down toward the Gulf of Mexico. That was our focal point yesterday morning at this time. But if we zoom in, you can see a lot of red boxes. Those are the flash flooding concerns, flash flood warnings that are spinning across places like Kitty Hawk, perhaps down toward southeastern sections of North Carolina. So if you're on the call, let me know. My apologies. I'm on both Facebook. I'm on both Facebook and YouTube again, but I'm running just a few minutes late, and I think I can finish a little bit early. So how about that? You can see the radar very active at this point. Meanwhile, as we look at the latest update, which came out about 5 o'clock this morning, when Tropical Storm Idalia has winds of 60, not far from Wrightsville Beach, the center of circulation, but it's picking up speed too. It's moving east-northeast at 21 miles per hour this morning. It's going to race out to sea, and by the time we move into tomorrow and into beyond, it's just kind of loop-de-loop out here. It's not going to cause any problems. It's not coming back to the United States. That's good news there. There was some concern about that a couple of days ago. I thought, oh, it's going to loop-de-loop and come back to Florida. Of course, stranger things have been known to happen. Now, I like to say the value of a forecast is not just what you say, but when you say it. And for those of you who are on my premium service, you know this all too well. I posted this very picture at 5:23 on Friday. That was actually my birthday. I put that at 5:23. I said, this is a storm I'm watching next Tuesday through Thursday, and today's Thursday, so this is in the past. But that's what I posted. Now, a couple hours later, 10:24 in the next morning on Saturday, I posted on all my Facebook pages. All my Facebook pages publicly saw this by 10:24 in the morning on Saturday. Now, the storm hadn't even formed yet. I mean, you think of it, hadn't even formed yet. By Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern, Tropical Depression number 2 actually was declared on the 26th. And then 11:15 on Sunday, Idalia got named. Okay, so then it got a name. It wasn't until Sunday, and initially they thought it was going to land as a Category 1. We know it actually made landfall as a Cat 3. And then at 7:45 yesterday morning, Idalia made landfall as a Cat 3. So some people ask me, why should I pay for a forecast? I said, well, the premium service, they find out things before everybody else does. Because there have been many times, and I've marked my words, there will be times this winter when snow, everybody says, oh, we're just getting flurries, horseshoe effect, and then Captain Accurate comes along and says, no, it's going to be a lot more than that. Oh. Okay, or I've even been told this week, oh, you're a lot warmer than everybody else on Labor Day. Well, now everybody's kind of getting it warmer on Labor Day. So there are things where you might be in a situation, whether you're a truck driver, a school teacher, you want to know about the next snow day. Maybe sometimes everyone's excited about snow, and I go, no, it's sleet. So don't wax your skis and your sled just yet, because there could be changes. So if you want to find out about Captain Accurate Premium, just go to CaptainAccurate.com. I've got more updates on that. But I just wanted to give you an idea that we were way ahead of this storm. Long before it actually got its name. Visibility, this is the last day of August for those of you talking about winter. Like to count all the fogs in August. That tends to correspond with the number of snows you could receive in the winter. Not everybody believes that, but there has certainly been that thought over the years, as is the value of persimmon seeds, the woolly worm, the farmer's almanac. Everybody has a different type of method they like to look at, and I like to look at them all, but I do think that so we're counting the fogs. This is the last day of August. Temperature right now, very comfortable. 64 degrees in Knoxville, 62 Nashville, 66 in Memphis. Are you cool? Well, look at our friends in Kentucky. They're in the mid-50s today, but surely there's some 50s here, and there are. Look at Jamestown. Look at you. Way to represent Jamestown 55. Can't drive 55, but your temperature's 55. 61 in Jonesville, 63 in Oak Ridge, and boy, is it comfortable in Rockwood at 57 degrees. If you're on the call and you've bared with me this far, I see Need 97. Good morning, David. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you so much for being on YouTube. I'll jump over to Facebook with a click of the tab here, and I see maybe a few comments that might be coming in. Felicia says, happy Friday Eve. Needed a jacket this morning. Ooh, something to come. Oh, by the way, I've got the Vols forecast, football forecast, coming up in just a moment, and future smoke. So you want to hang with me. Maybe you watch this as you head out the door on your phone. Janet Potts says, good morning from Talbot. It feels wonderful outside. Isn't that nice? Have a great day, everyone. And Carrie says, good morning, hope everyone has a great day. Wonderful, wonderful, great day. I think it is a great day, especially when you can start in the low 60s in many locations in the valley, even upper 50s for parts of the plateau. Those are our current readings here at 6:56. Got a little 10-minute late start here on a Thursday morning. Dew point temperatures 59 in Knoxville. Boy, is it comfortable. When you're not even in the 60s, it really is a slice of nice. Jacksboro, about 56. Jonesville, about 56. So you've got some really nice, comfortable air that's going to linger with us for the day today. It's going to be great. I mean, where is the stuffy weather? Well, it's along the Outer Banks where the tropical storm is. Now, by noontime, there might be a little hint of green. It comes up a little bit, but nothing that's going to make you feel like, hey, it was a bad day. You'll say, this was a pleasant day. I wish every day in summer could be like Thursday, the 31st of August. That may be what you think. By 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, there's some more humidity from Birmingham to Huntsville. It kind of slides into middle Tennessee, but it'll eventually come back, but really not on Saturday morning. It moves westward. Isn't that nice? Then it curls around 5 o'clock Saturday, and I still think it's still comfortable even into the holiday weekend. Perhaps a little more humidity, as you can see there on Sunday at 5, and then it really gets more humid as we head into Labor Day itself. Now, wind speeds. How strong will the winds be today? They'll be about, say, 5 to 10 out of the northeast. That's a cool weather direction. I don't see a whole lot of clouds. There could be some wispy clouds today, but we'll keep it on the sun-filled, optimistic-looking view. In fact, I'm wearing a yellow shirt just to kind of reflect, you like that word? Reflect how the weather is going to look today. It's going to be beautiful as the sun comes up here in mere moments. Oh, perfect timing. What time does that sun come up? It comes up at 7:07. That's 10 minutes from now. And it goes down at 8:05 p.m. So if you got some Thursday night evening plans, it's going to be going down before 8 o'clock before you know it. And as far as the bus stop forecast is concerned, kids will be heading off to school in the 50s and 60s. Oh, my. But 69 around 10 if the little kids have a recess outside. This would be a great day for recess. If you're in the elementary school, 80 by 2 o'clock. I'm expecting a high of 83. That's where we were yesterday. Wait a minute. We had 83 yesterday. And it wasn't that comfortable. But today's going to be 83 and less humid. Bingo, that is a bonus. That's the bonus for today. So 82, my expectation for Morristown, Talbot, White Pine. About 83 for Maryville, Alcoa. And also around 83 Athens, Tellico Plains, Madisonville. 82 Oak Ridge, 83 Kingston, my expectation. Ragweed still high. Boy, does it usually peak around Labor Day weekend. So we'll call it raging ragweed. You like how I did that? Raging. Boy, if you've got symptoms, it's bad. You know, it could get worse, like tomorrow, but it's going to be bad today, and it might be even bad right through the holiday weekend, so don't be surprised. All right, it's time for football. Almost time for football time in Tennessee. Go Big Orange. The big game is 11 o'clock Central Time. Isn't that something? I mean, for tailgaters to get excited about an 11 o'clock game in the morning if you're in Nashville, but that's what it is. It's going to be featured on ABC, and, of course, it's a noontime Eastern time. But Virginia Cavaliers, well, they're 0-0. And, of course, we're 0. But we're, I think, what's seeded, number 12 in the country. I'm expecting wins about the south-southeast 3-8. Kickoff around 80. Ooh, that's pleasant. Halftime, 83. And we saw the humidity. It might ebb and flow, but really not bad. They'll finish in the upper 80s for high temperatures, about 87 by the end of the fourth quarter. So the Nissan Stadium, Nashville, is going to be packed with Go Big Orange. Very excited about the game, as I know you are. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to my channel on YouTube, I hope you'll do so. It's free. It's youtube.com/@. I put that in yellow because that's a bit, trips people up. It's, oh, I put the slash, but I forgot the @ /@ Captain Accurate. Very happy that you're here. And if you're on YouTube, I'm going to jump back over here. I saw a need there a moment ago. Maybe a few comments, but a couple of people watching now. We got 3 on this side. Most of us are accustomed to Facebook because that's where I've been living for most of the last couple of years. Ed says, good cool morning of coffee on the deck. Oh, nice coffee. I love that. Maryland's Bell says, had 12 outside White Pine. Oh, 12 fogs, I assume. Not 12 degrees, but I know what you're talking about. I love Maryland's comments. William Lewis, good morning. Says good morning from Birmingham, Alabama. It's been hot here. I imagine it would and has been. And Diane Carr says, how many fogs have we had this morning? I'm going to be putting that in my winter weather outlook. Another reason to join the Captain Accurate Premium. But McGee Tyson does keep track of it. As people who are in Crossville, some people are in Rockwood. Everybody has a different number. So it's interesting how we could have different snows potentially. But it's been numerous. It's been quite a bit. I'd say it's been probably average, above average for August. By the way, the National Hurricane Center has this new map out. What do you notice about this map? You say, wait a minute, I know Franklin's going north, and I know Adalia is going to go out to sea, so when did Jose come on the scene? this morning. So we got Jose, but drawing a map is like, boop, boop, done. I mean, why? They keep drawing these maps for these little storms out here. There's just nothing going on. So Jose is hardly worth tracking. But there is a disturbance off the coast of Africa that has a 70% chance of forming and getting a name. Going back to Idalia for a second, look at the wave heights of Franklin around 30 feet on the right, and Idalia producing 15, 16-foot waves off the coast of the Carolinas. Pretty amazing, but it was a lot bigger in some areas, maybe this time in the Gulf of Mexico. Clearly, the water is what was and still is still warmer in the Gulf of Mexico in the mid-80s, but there are some areas along the Carolina beaches that might be in the upper 70s to low 80s there. It's just something to look at. By the way, we've been watching Idalia. We can skip this map. I didn't update it because my computer had to reboot, but here's what I did update. Look how the amount of rain, they could find 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 inches of rain parts of the Carolinas once this thing's finally said and done. So a lot of water still coming down along with power outages. Okay, so Jose has formed, and just as quickly as he's formed, he's going to likely fade away from our memory. Katia, Lee, and Margot are the next 3 names on the list. We'll be watching that very closely. By the way, it's 7:02. My goal was to be done here in about 8 minutes because I did start 10 minutes late, but if I can finish even in 6 minutes, I think that'd be great. How about the smoke? You know, there's still a little bit of wildfire smoke across the Smokies this morning, potentially here, as it's modeled right through western North Carolina. But all in all, I think you're going to like the way today looks because most of it should stay to the south of Knoxville. I don't think it'll be too noticeable, but there are those who are very sensitive to humidity. There are those that are very sensitive to smoke. I get that. That's why I present this to you. My premium members typically see this more frequently because I tend to put it out there more than I do. If there's nothing going on, there's not much reason to post it. But less humid air today, drier weather ahead, and more heat for Labor Day weekend. Those are your headlines for today. Right now we're at 64 degrees. We have a northeast wind at 9 miles per hour. Relative humidity is at 81%. Precipitation chances, a bunch of goose eggs. I don't even want you to show that map if it's going to show 0, because some people are curious, right? 0. You mean I'm going to have to water my, lawn, garden, tomatoes, if you're still growing things. Maybe you're growing new things as we get closer to fall. But there won't be much help from Mother Nature. Our average high is 87. This time of year, I'm expecting about 83 for today. That would match yesterday's high, but the big difference is the humidity. The comfort level is more pleasant. Today, it's going to be very pleasant because we have low humidity. Storm Prediction Center. There's probably bound to be some hot spots, but not here, not even on the East Coast, as Idalia will be moving out to sea. There may be a few isolated strong storms, severe storms in dark green for Phoenix, Tucson. That would be about it. Some general thunderstorms for Florida and southern Georgia, but they need the dry weather to recuperate from what they got hit with Idalia yesterday. Meanwhile, we're just nice and dry. There is going to be an expansion of severe weather potentially out west tomorrow. This is Friday. We're looking over toward Vegas, looking over towards Salt Lake City and Phoenix, where they might find some isolated severe storms, but nothing going on here. And Saturday, pretty much the same. So if you planned on going somewhere this upcoming holiday weekend, just know that some areas along the coast and in the Gulf might still be without power if they're still putting that together. There's still a lot of cleanup, I'm sure, especially in the hard-hit areas. They might still have a loss of electricity, so take that into consideration. All right, here is Idalia spinning like a top, not far from Wilmington, North Carolina. It moves off the page here, but really it's just pleasant weather. And if you like dry air, you like the low humidity, your next couple of days are a real treat. Now, I do want to point out there may be a few showers near Birmingham, near Atlanta by tomorrow morning, if this verified, but it looks like it's trying to move to the west toward Nashville, but that'll be long gone in time for the football game on Saturday at 11 a.m. Central. Futurecast shows high pressure around West Virginia, Virginia on Saturday morning, so really is quiet here. We get into about 11 o'clock. It's game time. There's some showers well north of Nashville, but that's up toward Louisville and back toward Memphis. So if that were to verify, a lot of it's probably more model noise, but high pressure is going to be our fair weather friend over the next couple of days. Futurecast shows our temperatures today. So pleasant. If you haven't planned lunch outside, may I suggest that? Because with temperatures at midday climbing up to about 75, it feels like it's room temperature. So this is fantastic. I love this. But there will also be some opportunities to pick up maybe a little bit of sun glare. Obviously, you want to make sure you wear the sunglasses. Temperatures today about 83. You notice a little bit of wispy clouds in there. So it's not wall-to-wall sunshine, but it's as close enough as you want to get the day after a tropical feature comes in and out of the United States. Meanwhile, we move into about Friday, tomorrow morning, or Friday morning, 7 a.m., we're in the low 60s. And then on midday tomorrow, a little bit of false echoes, I think, around Crossville. I think we're dry across the board, but we'll find, I think, sunshine through scattered clouds tomorrow. Might be mostly sunny for a while, maybe partly cloudy for another section of the day on Friday. So here's your forecast. 83, bright sun, low humidity, a slice of nice. Normal high is 87. We'll look for a high of only 77 for Oneida, Huntsville, Jamestown, 78 for Crossville, Cumberland County. Upper 70s, but 83 for Maryville, Alcoa, about 80 for Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg in the upper 70s, not bad. 83 for Nashville, 83 for Memphis. It's a magic number from the big cities westward. By the way, tonight we're down to 63. We'll call it comfortable with mostly clear skies, winds out of the northeast about 3 to 8 miles per hour. So here are the low temperatures tonight. How? Oh my, it's like it is to this morning. Another day in the 50s and 60s, but they're low 60s. 62, Oak Ridge, 59, Wartburg, and 58 in Crossville. And before I get to the 7-day, I see another note on YouTube. Felicia's Crafty Adventures says, Happy Thursday, enjoying cooler mornings, love it. And I'm too. I think that cool mornings, it's a nice change of pace. We're already, based on my notes, and the McGee-Tyson Airport, we're 2.22 inches above normal for the year. So we're in a surplus situation. We probably have enough room to let some air out of the tire. We can afford to have some dry days before anyone starts declaring it's this way or that way. It's a drought. No, it's not a drought. We've had enough rain for a while. I think a lot of folks will enjoy just a little bit of a change of pace, no doubt. Got a couple of notes from you. Wanda Post says, hope it's not long for the 70s are here. And Darcy says, good morning. Beautiful, cool morning with the super moon glowing overhead. Have a blessed day. I meant to ask you that. Did you enjoy the full moon, the blue moon? Now, it wasn't actually blue. But when I posted the space.com article, I guess it was clickbait, they used a thumbnail that actually the moon was colored blue. And the blue moon is the idea of two full moons in 1 month. This was the second full moon in August. We got it was just affectionately called blue moon. So anyway, some people were trying to correct me, and I said that's a space.com issue. Space Weather is another great site, but that was their thumbnail that they happened to use. So it is what it is. 61 in Morristown, 55 in Middlesboro. If you didn't see a blue moon, physically blue, you're not alone because it was just bright. And it was very, very, very large because it was a supermoon. All right, as we look ahead to the Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast for Knoxville, East Tennessee, it does get warmer. That is the trend. I have us at 86 Friday, 88 Saturday, 90 on Sunday, Monday 92, and we're in the mid-90s Tuesday and Wednesday. So there are more opportunities to hang out by the lake. There are more opportunities to hang out by the splash pad, right? You can still head out to Soaky Mountain or Splash Country. You can still hang out by the pool of the lake in the next couple of days. And it's not, even though Labor Day is officially, or excuse me, the unofficial end of summer, based on this forecast, it's going to continue on a little bit past the 4th of September. So just want to throw that out there. Very thankful for you. It's 7:09. I did go a little late today because I started late with a computer reboot, but all is good. Hope you have a great day, and we'll see you here next time. Take care.